Hi students, today we're going to discuss about the synthesis of nanomaterials by top-down method. So the learning outcome is at the end of this lecture, the students will be able to acquire knowledge on synthesis of nanomaterials by top-down process like electrodeposition, laser ablation, chemical vapor deposition. Actually, the nanoparticles can be synthesized by two approach. One is top-down, another one is bottom-up approach. Actually, this is the size of nanoparticles. So this could be achieved either from the bigger particles like bulk materials, which could be powdered and brought down to this size. Otherwise, we can start from smaller size that could be made as a cluster and finally achieved as nanoparticles. So based on this, we have two types like top-down approach and bottom-up approach. So under top-down approach, we have laser ablation, chemical vapor deposition, and electrodeposition. And under bottom-up approach, this could also be called as chemical or soft methods, small to big methods. And we have precipitation, thermolysis, solver thermal method, and hydrothermal method. And today we're going to discuss about the top-down method. Okay, so where this will include the electrodeposition, chemical vapor deposition, and laser ablation. In the case of electrodeposition, it is very much similar to electroplating, where we have anode, cathode, and an electrolyte. Okay, here it's very much similar like electroplating, but we have a template here. Okay, so an electric applied current or potential is used to deposit a film of a metal or alloy by the reduction of a metallic ion onto a conductive substrate. So this is a self-propagating process. And we have porous membrane with nano-sized channels. Pores are used as templates from conduct the growing of nanowires. Pore size ranging from 10 nanometer to 100 nanometer can be achieved. So this is the porous membrane template where the nanoparticles gets deposited and we can produce either nanotubes or nanowires. And we have negative template and positive template. The negative template, that is, uses free fabricated cylindrical nanopore in a solid material as template. Whereas in the case of positive template, we use wire-like nanostructures such as DNA, protein, carbon nanotubes as templates. And the nanowires are formed on the outer surface of the template. Okay, so the nanowires are formed at the outer surface of the template. So from the templates, wire-like and tube-like structures are obtained. So this is the arrangement in electro deposition. And we have three main attributes here. That is, it is used to grow functional materials through complex 3D mask, and it is performed near room temperature from water-based electrolytes. And the third one is it could be scaled down to the deposition of few atoms or up to large dimensions. So we have three main attributes well suited for nano, bio, and micro technologies. And the advantage is that it's very rapid and low cost, and the product is high purity. Production of freestanding parts with complex shapes are achieved, and the high deposition rates could also be achieved, and it produces particle size ranging from nanometer to micrometer. And it also produces composition which could not be attained by any other techniques. And we also have some limitations like this could be applicable only to electrically conductive materials like metals, alloys, semiconductors, and electrical conductive polymers. And the application is like this could be applied in fabrication of nanorods, nanowires, nanotubes, polymers, metals, semiconductors, and oxides. And the second method is laser ablation method, the important method for making carbon nanotubes. And we can achieve nanotubes of the size 10 to 20 nanometer in diameter and 100 micrometer length. Okay, and here we have a quartz tube, and this is filled with argon gas, and we have a graphite target. Okay, this is heated at very high temperature. The graphite target contains catalysts like cobalt, nickel in small amounts. An intense pulse, we have a laser beam, okay, at 1200 degrees Celsius. It is incident on the target and evaporating carbon from the graphite. Since this is made of graphite, carbon gets evaporated and it gets deposited here. The argon, the gas which we have, the argon gas that is filled in the quartz tube, it sweeps the carbon atoms from the high temperature zone to the copper collector on which they condense into nanotube. So this is what is happening in laser ablation. Here the single walled nanotube long bundles of tubes like 5 to 20 microns with individual diameter from 1 to 2 nanometer is produced, and the single walled nanotubes is with good diameter control and few defect is produced. The reaction product is pure. Whereas the disadvantages are the yield of this process is low and it contains not only nanotubes but also some carbon nanoparticles. Whereas the nanoparticles, they are not desirable by they are not desirable for industrial applications. And the third disadvantage is that they are expensive than chemical vapor deposition. Our next method is chemical vapor deposition method. This is one of the popular method to synthesize once again carbon nanotubes. So it is produced by passing a carbon containing gas such as acetylene over a catalyst. So we pass acetylene over a catalyst at 600 degrees Celsius. The catalyst consists of nano-sized particles of metal, usually iron, cobalt or nickel. And these particles catalyze the breakdown of gas. The gas that is passed through here is acetylene. So in the presence of catalyst, it is breaking down to form carbon. And a tube then begins to grow with a metal particle at the tip of the tube. We have a substrate here. On this, it grows like a tube. A bunch of carbon nanotube particle is easily produced. The perfection of carbon nanotubes produced in this way has generally been poorer than those made by the arc evaporation. So this is arrangement in chemical vapor deposition. The advantages are like it produces highly dense and pure nanomaterials. It produces uniform film with high deposition rate. The crystal structure, surface morphology, and orientation can be easily controlled with many number of parameters, and this is economical with high yield. And the drawbacks are that the precursor gases are toxic, corrosive, and inflammable in nature, leading to chemical and safety hazards. And it is difficult to deposit multi-component material using multi-source precursors. So the learning outcome is achieved. Now the students were able to acquire knowledge on synthesis of nanomaterials by top-down process like electrodeposition, laser ablation, and chemical vapor deposition. Thank you.